All right, so we're going to talk about the standard Omni, sort of in a different perspective since there's already so many videos on it. I am going to compare it to a Razor's SL, USD Aeon, and a USD Sway. And we're focusing on here is unique things from liner height, shell sizing, and weight. Oh, that was hard. All right, so we have a rain liner, the standard liner, and a MyFit USD Sway liner. All right, now one thing a lot of people probably didn't mention is this is right now the shortest liner. It sort of reminds me of a Rems liner, which basically when you have the skate on, it feels great, but it does make you feel like you're falling back a little bit. And so here is where you can kind of see that it's just a little bit lower, and that does have an effect on skating. I'm not saying it's good or bad, but you will notice a difference here. All right, so we're gonna be weighing 4 different shells. We're using kg, sorry, that's all I got right now. Start off with the Sway. It is just over almost 1.1 kg. All right, that's pretty light. Razor's SL is coming in at almost 1.3. All right, standard shell is just over 1.1. And the Aeon, which is just for kind of comparison how light, because it is the lightest skate, with frame, it's under 1.2. So what's unique here is this is a 9, right? 8.9. This is an 8.9. That is a 10, meaning this is actually a large shell. So what's pretty wild here is if you kind of look lengthwise, let's see, we're looking at 11.5 ish. We're looking at, yeah, just a little bit over 11.5. And then here, same thing. And that's with like the bend. It's actually only 11 at the sole plate. It goes out a little bit like a Solomon, but it's 11.5, and that's a large shell. So as you can see, you're able to wear that large shell, at least in my case, and it still looks like I'm wearing the 8.9 shell, which means it doesn't look like a giant boot. And that's a great thing to have, because if you think about it, you get any smaller shell, it's still gonna look like a size smaller of another shell. In other words, you don't have to downsize and be comfortable. And I love that about this skate. Kind of going back to it, covered the kind of the shell length, the liner, and the weight. So the standard is basically the same weight as the Sway. That's with both shock absorbers in there, by the way. It comes with 2, but they're very, very thin. It's lighter than the SL. Obviously the Aeon is going to be the lightest. Lengthwise, again, you feel like you're downsizing, but you're not. In other words, it's a true size, but they had took all the space. And with the standard liner, again, this is a 10.5, where here I have to do a 9 shell with the 10 liner, or in the Sway, same problem. I have to do an 8.9 shell with a 10 liner, and this isn't even an 8.9 liner, which I can't even fit in. And it hurts. So I have no pain in this one, so I don't have to downsize anymore. But because of how small the shell is, it's great. The liner, I usually try to skate this thing with a rain liner. I'm still working in the standard liner. It is a pretty thick liner, but I do like it. I'm growing fond of it. I just got to work it in more. So there you have it. Kind of a different perspective on all the other review videos, I think.